Hi, Carol.
Hello.
I want to understand. I have known you for 8 odd years now.
Wow,
That's quite a long time. And we've known each other since Toastmasters.
that's right. Yeah.
I joined the club and you were there welcoming me with your open arms and a beautiful smile. Do you remember that day?
No.
You don't remember?
All I do remember is calling you Jazzy all the time.
Yes, I think that name Jazzy has been given by you. So, Carol, um, where did you pick up the reading habit?
I think I started very young, maybe, no, from the time I could read. My mother started that for us. She was always very keen on us having books at home, always very, very keen on us reading books. So I will give the credit to my mother.
Wow,
And saying that also, my dad had an entire encyclopedia collection.
right.
And he also liked reading. So I think it comes from both my parents. But I would say my mother, because she was with us when we were little. So she would make us read books.
And have you read all genres of books, or is there a particular genre which you really love to read?
I don't mind reading mystery, crime, but I think these days, I go for the easy reading specifically because my work pressure doesn't allow me to concentrate too much on a book. So when you do easy reading, it's easy to pick up a book anytime, put it back down, and it doesn't bother you.
So
That
does easy mean that
romance,
romance?
yeah, romance, love, uh, so you can let your imagination run wild.
It has already started running wild. But isn't love complicated? If love is complicated,
It's not
how can
complicated in a book, sorry.
really? Okay,
It's
so
not
let's
complicated in a book. We make it complicated in life.
maybe that can be a good podcast series for us.
Oh,
How
look
love
at it.
makes complicated our life. So let me
Now,
talk,
how complicated love is in our lives.
or we make it, or whatever.
Yeah.
So tell me, Carol, what do you think? How can people pick up books? What are some points that people need to ensure? Because I keep hearing from a lot of people, hey, I don't like reading, or I get bored. I want to read, but I do not know what kind of book I need. So,
I think reading comes from the heart, Jess. You can't force anybody to read.
mm,
You've got to have a passion for holding the book. These days, people use the Kindle.
yes.
They use the phone to read books. But there's something about actually holding a book and smelling the pages when you read.
So when you say smelling the pages, it's like,
Sometimes,
you do that?
not literally, but when you're reading, it's next to your face. You do smell the pages. You do smell the pages while you're reading. It's just that you don't actually. You have the feel of turning a page. You know what you're doing.
Hmm.
Uh, when you're on a Kindle, I've tried. I've tried a Kindle. I've tried using my phone. Yeah, you go scroll, 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 but I don't think that's good for your eyes either.
Right,
Uh, As long as I can read, I would prefer to open a book and read.
right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
And I've heard that from a lot of friends also saying the same thing.
okay. So when you say easy read, easy read for you is romance.
Yeah. Romance, it's a lighter read. When you read romance, it just makes you dream, makes you
All the fantasies in your mind.
it makes you dream, it makes you wish for good things.
Hmm.
If you're reading crime or you're reading a murder series or anything that's harder to read or trying to put things together, it occupies your mind the whole time that you're not able to concentrate on anything until you finish the book.
Right, yeah,
And if you've got a job that needs your attention,
hmm.
that's not something you should pick up to read.
Right,
I don't know. That's personally for me
okay,
because I need to be able to put a book down, carry on with my work, and it doesn't have to make me wonder, what did Joe do? Who's he going to kill tomorrow? You know, you get what I'm saying.
Yes. So let's talk about this particular series of Seabreeze.
So what happened is that I was on a cruise and went and picked up a book called Seabreeze Wedding, and I said, "Oh, it's romance. I'll read it."
I think I
But
saw the
yeah,
book here.
it's right down there below, just down there. That's one.
Here. This
Yes.
one,
So when
Seabreeze
I
Wedding.
picked it up, so when I picked that up,
Yeah.
I was about to start reading it, and I suddenly looked back again because something referred to a previous book. You know how the authors always start with, and I looked there and I saw it was book number 5.
Okay.
And I was like, hell, I'm not reading book number 5. I put it down, I Googled and realized that it's got 11. And Jan Moran's not only written the Seabreeze series, she's written the Coral Cottage series. So I decided that I wanted to get the whole set before I started reading book number 5. So I picked them all up except for the last one. I need to find the last one. So, but I'm on book 10 already. What actually got my attention about these books is it's a lot about family. That's actually what got my attention.
Okay. So when you picked up book number 5 and you realized this is 5 in the series of 11, did you go directly to the number 1 to read, or did you actually read number 5?
No, I got one and started with one.
You held that kind of patience?
I do have patience.
Really?
Thankfully,
You
yes.
got to teach me that.
Thankfully, yes, I do have patience. Yes, I've acquired patience over the years, but yeah, I do have patience. Yeah.
You mentioned that this book is about family. Can you give us a gist about?
Okay, let's put it this way. It actually starts with the woman who Ivy, who actually leaves New York. She doesn't leave New York initially, but she actually comes from New York to California because her family's there and they're coming in for a big party to meet her parents and everyone. And along the way, you find out that she's lost her husband. He's invested into a property and she's coming to sell that specific property. That's how it all starts. And then you find that they're a big family and the dynamics of the family. You realize when she's talking, or when she's talking, I'm saying when you read the book, you feel you get into her character in a way, because you realize that we all leave home.
We all leave home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of us. And we're striving to go to different countries. We're striving to go to
Yes.
different places, right? So for her, she left California, went to New York, and she's coming back for a reunion. And when she's coming back for a reunion, she actually realizes that she's missed a lot on family by being away. But it's only taken the death of her husband to realize that. So I don't want to spoil it if anybody decides they want to read the book.
That's a very deep thought, that we all leave home.
We leave home and we don't even realize what we leave behind.
Yes. One of the things you mentioned, that this book is about relationships, it's about integrity. Can you throw some light on what lessons can one take about relationships or about integrity?
Well, so as I was saying, she finds out it's an ancestral property. So we're talking about integrity here, right?
Yeah.
They find things in this property that seem like they're stolen from maybe 40 years ago. And she's torn between what her sister says and what she knows is right. They need the money to maintain the property, and if they sold those, they would get the money. But integrity makes her return this to their rightful owners. Even if the owners are dead, it's their heirs that she makes sure that it gets returned to. So there's different things, segments in this, but also there's mystery in it as to how the owner of that property actually hid things or did things for the community to help the community, and how they discover it along the way about her. So I think the feeling you go through at that time when you're reading it is like, would you, if you found something that belonged to somebody else after you've bought a property, would you return it to its rightful owner, or would you hold on to it?
Would you return to its rightful owner? Would you hold on to it?
Yeah. And I think as humans, we get pulled in different directions depending on your situation at the time. That's something to ponder on.
It is. It is. How important is integrity? We work corporates, we work jobs, we have our businesses, children getting into schools, universities, learning the lessons of life, learning how to, live life great. People managing businesses, running offices, people managing houses, managing homes, managing relationships. Is integrity the foundation? Or
No,
is integrity the roof? What is it? Is it the roof of the house or is it the foundation of the house?
that's a difficult one. I would say integrity forms part of the foundation. It's not the total foundation, though,
Hmm.
but it does form part of the foundation. What is the roof of your house is your safety, is how secure you feel. That I would say would be the roof of your house, is your security, what you feel,
Yeah.
because that's what covers it finally. But your foundation would be more your integrity and the rest of what actually you're made of.
How can people teach integrity starting from family? I mean,
By your own actions. It's what you go with. It's what you show. If you show little children something wrong, they will believe that's the right way.
yeah.
You show them the right way, they'll always do it the right way. But then again, each of us are individuals with our own way of thinking, and what could be right to one person could be totally wrong to somebody else. Depends on how you analyze a situation. So,
So, Carol, are you saying that integrity is subjective?
yes, yes.
Hmm.
Look at the modern world, look at what we live in,
Yeah.
and everything's become subjective.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah. Before we started our episode recording, we were just talking about the book, and you mentioned that this book also talks about the relationships in a deeper aspect.
Yeah.
And when you say relationships in a deeper aspect, our life is surrounded by different relationships that we have.
Mm-hmm.
That relationship could be parents, siblings, partners, married, unmarried, doesn't matter. When you get married, you attach a name to it. When you're unmarried, you're just a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Friends, colleagues. I have a lot of people who I don't call friends, but they're good people in my life. So I don't know what to call them.
Acquaintances.
Acquaintances. These different relationships, what lessons did you draw from these 10 books that you've already read that you can share with our
Nine and a
viewers?
half.
9.5, to be precise, that you can share with our viewers some nuggets of wisdom that you want to share about relationships.
Relationships between parents and children. How we think that our parents, if they reach a certain age, they shouldn't be living their lives. They should be actually starting to wind down or take care. And here you see the parents have come to their 70s and have decided to go sailing around the world, and how it actually conflicts with the children and their thoughts, but then they let them go. And then the children actually decide that maybe that's what they want for their lives too. That's why I was saying it depends on what you show a child or even an adult child, what, how to live their lives and how to make the best out of it. You see it. Then you see over here, you read about how, with the death of a father, how there are two kids. One is grounded and one is totally destroyed. And how, as a mother, it takes all your patience and understanding to bring the child around. How you've got to actually bite your tongue in a lot of instances to be understanding, but at the same time firm.
Right.
Not an easy task.
It's not.
No, not an easy task. I'm not a mother, but I don't envy mothers.
Mm.
I don't envy what they go through. Neither do I envy the fathers. But then at the end of time, it is good to have a child.
Mhm.
But when you see what people go through, sometimes it's not an easy job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not an easy job.
Is there anything, closing comments that you want to share with our viewers?
I would say pick up the series. I know that the books are expensive, and I know a lot of people don't like buying books these days because books are expensive. But if you're traveling, you get good deals outside.
Mm.
Like I was telling you just when I liked reading the book, but I found a lot of errors in grammatical errors, or because I've read from the first book right up till now, I know the characters of each
Yeah.
of the book. It's amazing that I actually remember the characters,
Mm.
but I remember the characters of the books. So when they refer from the beginning as the niece, and then suddenly they refer to her as an aunt or something in a book further down, I'm like, something's wrong here. So obviously, whoever did the proofreading has not read the entire series or so. But that's not that's not an issue here. The books are good, but I believe you can get them on Kindle also. It's not that expensive. If you can read it because it is interesting. It is interesting. It's also interesting to see how, when a person dies and they've got Alzheimer's
Oh my
or
God.
memory loss or something, and the person keeps documenting things, but nobody's able to trace ancestral property, legal heirs to the property or legal heirs, how things come around. That if the universe wants to throw something your way,
Mm.
it will come your way,
Yeah.
and you actually see it in this book.
Oh, wow.
You actually see it in the book.
Wow. So you're recommending our viewers to read?
I would say read it. It's easy. It's not difficult.
Right.
It's not difficult to read. It's very easy to read. I would say come use my library, but I'm very selfish about my books, very protective about them.
So on returnable basis, people can loan the book?
They could, yes. And I'm guessing that you would like to. Yes, you can.
I think I'm taking at least one today from here
You can.
so that I can go and read and then I can come back and we can discuss more about the same book.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it. After you read book one, you will tell me yes.
Okay, I'm looking forward to a nice coffee chat later on, minus the camera here. So thank you so much, Carol. It has been lovely chatting with you. Until next time, we bring you on again with another book from your library.
Can I say?
Yes,
I think it would be Red Sari.
the
I-
red sari. Okay.
And it's about a very famous Gandhi family.
We're getting political here, you see.
No, actually not. I just like the book. I like the book. I just like reading it. Now, whether it's true or not, everything, but it was a good book. It was a good,
Okay.
well, very well written.
You know what you've done with just saying that, the name of the next book, you've actually left our viewers wanting for more. And they now do want to watch our second episode where we talk about books.
I hope so.
Yes. So thank you so much, Carol. Lovely having this nice discussion with you. And to you, my dear viewers, please like, subscribe, and comment and tell us, how did you like this episode? How did you like the discussion? And are you going to pick up the Seabreeze series to add to your collection? Until next time, stay safe, great relationships, and follow integrity in everything that you do. Thank
Follow
you.
integrity. Yeah.